This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw, Kelly. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Kelly from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is Freeman, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now it's Freeman, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Kelly, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
319.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cummings. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cummings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey. 319 to 9.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
319. 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going for it all. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back. Came back and traded back into the 1st round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
So maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Kelly now from the gun on 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yep. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Slam.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Box it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the ends. Touchdown, Packers. Trevor Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a first down throw. Canale. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Kelly to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
319. 319.
And they'll go on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
319. 319. Right. Jumbo.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Green 18! Green 18! Turn it! 41 right. 41 right.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. This is caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Right. Watch out. Turn it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Green 18. Zoom.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
To throw is Kelly. Able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Kelly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Kelly. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
319! 319! 319!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time, we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Here's Kelly to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Let's go, come on. Hey. Pull down. Hey,
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Right. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
319. Check three.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on 1st down. He spots Henderson open left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Here's Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
No, check, Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
A play fake, now Kelly. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Kelly throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You got 4. 26. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Kelly, zone left, Kelly. I'm coming. Kelly, zone left, Kelly. Tight dog, Lucas United.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 319. Back to norm. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Kill.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Keenum. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down. Keenum to throw again. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Keenum now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Keenum here again. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Kelly, operating from the gun. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
We are going. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 3-19.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Stays on his feet, continuing to fight for more. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
All right.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
3-19.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly over the middle. He's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Kelly. Backward pressure, and down he goes. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long. It's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.